if there is something left, we will cut it. Harrow first, and then cut it with a slasher.
Voilà, alors donc...
Pour résumer, il dit simplement que s'il regarde la ferme d'en haut, une des premières choses qu'il ferait, c'est de couper l'herbe, mais de la couper avec un instrument spécial qu'il appelle le slasher. C'est qu'il y a une lame qui est très très fine, qui coupera mais qui n'aplatira pas l'herbe.
Donc il ne fait pas de filoche ou quoi, qui tranche net.
Now just come here, but stay there. Look at this weed, which is a sour weed. You will have that gradually come in on the old heaps because they take acidity away. Nature puts them there to take acidity away, but gradually your whole paddock is only weeds, and then you have to re-sow, and it's expensive. With proper management, you all the time, and that's green manuring, to cut what they haven't eaten, to cut all this right down, to harrow it very heavily to get this manure, the old manure in there, spread, harrow with heavy tines, and later on for big areas we make harrows out of car tires. If you have a round car tire, we split it with an axe and lay the cut parts down, and you can have it 20-meter wide on a big farm, and we put bolts through with big washers right along, and then a second row that here, you give me your paper. Can I have a page? You have the cut tire like this, and then one like that, and again I'm not drawing very well, like this, and always connected, and you put a big iron bar or wood and a chain there, and then you have a chain like this to pull it with a tractor, and you have a little chain like this to pull it through gates. And that you make yourself. Once it's made properly, it will last 100 years. It just, if you have proper bolts with big washers, big washer and a bolt, it will not pull through, and the rubber is, you know, scratches well once it's even and doesn't wear. Metal, I have a metal one, and you will see it on the film. The tractor is inside. It is a tractor of 1.4 tons, and I do most of the work with it, and the tractor is now 52 years old, and it's David Brown, perfect. It's got advantages that a modern tractor hasn't even got, and I show the metal harrows, but you can make them any size like that. Whose is this yours?
So you first take this tool, and after
you mow. And the mowing brings new plant matter for next year's humus. Yeah. So you.
Moi je suis en train de complètement faire l'inverse, je faisais ça l'année dernière et je fais plus du tout.
De quoi alors?
Ben là donc il dit qu'il faut, après chaque pâture, s'il y a du reflux, ben on ébouse, et puis on étale les bouses avec un système. Là, je pense que c'est avec des pneus de tracteur, si j'ai compris, qui sont boulonnés ensemble.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Et, you need only a little tractor to pull it.
Ouais,
avec juste un petit tracteur pour le tirer, et ensuite on broie tout ras, tout. Et ça fait une espèce de mulch qui refait la vie du sol et qui fait de nouveaux semis, tout ça. Voilà, il conseille ça quoi.
10 meters and a little tractor, it takes 10 minutes to harrow a paddock like this. A little longer to cut it, but you cut it, anything that is left standing must be cut. Yeah. And then you will get better and better pastures every year, and you don't have to replant, and they always, milking cows should get grass this high. It's still growing, but big clover and grass. And only once a year now, for say 40 cows, we would make paddocks the size that in 1 week they have finished grazing it. So we harrow and we cut, and we have 20 paddocks like that, and there on paddock 1, by the time paddock 2 comes, it may already be too high, and it has locked itself up for hay. Okay, sorry.
Voilà, donc il fait 20 paddocks pour les vaches, mettons pour 40 vaches, il fait un parc comme ça, il en fait 20. Et il tourne pendant une semaine, il les laisse pâturer. Et après, s'il y en a un qui a trop poussé avant qu'il y arrive, il le coupe, il fait du foin avec, quoi. Il fait toujours pâturer de l'herbe comme ça pour les vaches,
pas plus, hein.
Avec du trèfle, voilà, pour les vaches laitières.
Et en fait, avec son système, l'herbe, il n'y a pas besoin de ressemer, très rarement.
Voilà, il ressème pas.
Et puis, c'est toujours la bonne herbe, il n'y a pas de mauvaise herbe qui pousse.
And that is the best way of building soil.
C'est la meilleure façon de...
Le chargement instantané, là.
Il est 40 pour 2 hectares.
And you all the time give the soil manure that is spread. So all gets manure, not only where it's poisoning the round heap. Secondly, with cutting, anything that's standing, it all is green manuring. Flesh.
And then you spray. And then you spray 500.
Yeah, twice a year.
Twice a year.
Twice a year. I spray 500 whilst I harrow. In the same. Yeah. So
donc après la herse, il passe 2 fois dans l'année la bouse de corne.
It's wonderful. Then you mix 500 with the manure and on the soil. The soil must be wet.
Pour le même temps.
Yeah. And
il faut que le sol soit mouillé, c'est ça qu'il a dit.
What was that?
The soil needs to be wet.
Yeah, 500 works only on wet soil.
Voilà, la bouse de corne que quand le sol est mouillé, quoi.
And if the grass is too thick, sometimes you have to spray 500 when the grass is already this high, because it's ideal weather. Then I will do it in rain. And the rain will take it in.
Donc des fois il vaut mieux attendre que l'herbe soit un peu poussée, ça tombe pas sur le sol, mais il faut attendre que ce soit mouillé, quoi.
But I harrow at the same time, so the grass is down and is moved.
Et vu qu'il passe l'herse en même temps, ça n'a aucune importance, parce qu'il coupe l'herbe, et puis comme ça, ça rentre bien le sol, quoi.
And I will discuss after the equipment to spray with, and that's very important, and the stirring we will look at. Yeah. Okay, so I want to see the cows for a moment, but if you can't all come to cows. He is a cattleman and they won't mind him coming. The others stay at the road, please, and I will go with you and look at the cows.